working with artists like Charlie Tuna and House of Vibe and things like that, you know, it's like I'm doing live music a lot of the time. So, you know, I wouldn't say I was necessarily put into a box, but people liked a certain thing, or people in that group liked a certain thing I did. So I ended up kind of doing a lot more MCing, a lot more like kind of dancehall reggae stuff. It didn't necessarily get the opportunity to do as much, you know, keyboard playing or stuff like that, which I'm also passionate about. And, you know, same with other bands that I played on in the past. You know, I was a keyboard player for this reggae artist named Rocky Downey. I got to tour all over Europe and do these amazing shows, but it was never my music. You know, it was an amazing experience, but it was never like me, you know. And, you know, going back to what I was talking about spirituality and things like that, like music is such a big part of that for me. And being able to be my own producer and my own songwriter and my own engineer and all that stuff, like I don't have to wait for other people to kind of chime in. I don't have to like really, you know, I like to listen to other people's opinions. I don't think I know everything, you know, but I don't have to let anything kind of change my mind or jade me in any way, or like, you know, twist my thoughts or anything like that. So it ends up being so pure, and like my pure thoughts coming out like on the recording and stuff. So, you know, I wouldn't say it was a struggle, but now that I'm actually doing what I want to be doing, it's a very liberating experience for sure. I think the younger me probably didn't realize how short life was, you know, short life is. So, you know, I definitely was, you know, taking a lot of time to do a lot of bullshit that I shouldn't have been doing, you know, which is, you know, kid stuff as well. But, you know, if I could really go back and drop a gem, I would just say, like, look, like, you were blessed with a talent, you know, a God-given talent. This is nothing that you can waste. You know, every minute that goes by is a minute that you can never get back, you know. So I would just, you know, I think all of us kind of feel like that. But if I could tell myself something, I would be like, yeah, just make sure you get those thoughts out and get that art out and get that creativity out, because people want to hear it. I can't wait to perform again. I have to say that. Like, I really, really miss performing. Like, especially when you're releasing new music, getting out and playing live shows is really, really important. And I love it. You know, it's like a passion I have. But in the meantime, people can expect I'm going to start doing live shows from my spot here. So, you know, I've been working out live arrangements on my tracks, acoustic stuff. And, you know, I think that's another thing that kind of puts me aside from everyone else, is that I can, you know, play acoustic versions of almost all my songs instrumentation wise, you know. So people look forward to that, as well as, you know, I've been working a lot on, as I mentioned before, my health, and I've been putting together an IGTV series based on that. So the second episode's coming soon. It's going to be all about meditation. The first episode's already out, and it's all about plant-based and vegan eating, and it's featuring a vegan chef named Ian Martin of a company called Misha's Kind Foods, which makes vegan cheese. So I definitely want to just kind of blend all that stuff together and let people know that, you know, that lifestyle is definitely going to help you out if you're a musician. I mean, even if you're, you know, performing on stage, you know, I know for a fact if you don't have, you know, that wind in your lungs, you're going to get tired. Your voice is going to go out. Your voice is a muscle. You know, all that stuff needs to be worked out in order for you to like put on a good performance. You know, I see people like Chris Brown or Justin Timberlake, like, you know, dancing and singing across the stage for 2 hours. I mean, you have to have tons of endurance to be able to do something like that, you know. So definitely working on that. I'm in the process of picking out my next single, as I mentioned before as well. So that's going to be coming in the next 2 to 3 weeks, I should say. And then just more music to come for sure. And hopefully I can actually get out and start coming to, you know, Chicago, Atlanta, LA again, you know, different cities, so I can actually perform live, as I mentioned too. So, you know, it's scary, uneasy times, but it's exciting times for me too, for sure.